New Zealand is a country that seemingly has it all. In this series, I'll be taking you along every step of the way as we explore the best this country has to offer via road, rail, trail, bike, bus and boat. I'll be explaining its geology, wildlife and history, reviewing its many attractions and offering tips and advice for your own travels to this enchanting land. Kaikoura is renowned for its marine life. With a rugged coastline and great food, this episode sees us visit its resident seal colony before finally getting the chance to witness the spectacular displays of wild dolphins. We've checked into our place, which is Kaikoura Seaside Lodge, which is owned by a lovely guy with a very cool name, Storm, and it overlooks the bay and the mountains here. But a word of warning, there isn't much in Kaikoura, and a lot of the lodges and motels like ours is quite out on the peninsula, and the town is all the way back nearer the mainland. So we ended up having to find the only taxi company here, which was quite a steep price, just to go 5 minutes up the road because it was way too much to carry the bags in this heat. So we just had a fantastic meal at the Pier Hotel at the end of the peninsula here. I'm walking backwards so the wind isn't blowing in the mic and you can actually hear me. But that hotel is one of the oldest in Kaikoura. It was set up to feed whalers and fishermen and give them somewhere to drink when they came into shore. What?
My fucking shoe broke.
We got up nice and early in Kaikoura to go on a dolphin watching tour. Unfortunately, it's been cancelled because the sea's a bit too rough. We are rebooked on one this afternoon, which may go ahead depending on how the conditions go, whether they improve. So we're going to go out to the peninsula where there's some seal colonies, try and spot some wildlife here. Where are we going?
See some seals.
Look at these little seal pups. They're so cute and fluffy. You can see them dreaming and making little noises in their sleep. And then over out on all the rocks, there's loads of adult seals. It's so cool to be this close to them in the wild. And look at this one here coming out to swim. Well, that was a really amazing experience. Well worth the walk out here to the peninsula. It was just so amazing to be that close to these wild animals, see them in detail, watch the little pups sleeping. The adults came and played in the pool near us. They were almost doing a synchronized dance. But please remember that they are wild animals. There were some people there that were getting way too close to them, and you could see the seals were distressed and were getting up and grunting at them, telling them get away, especially when they've got pups there they're trying to protect. It just distresses them and it makes the experience not very nice. So enjoy it, it's amazing, but keep your distance. Unfortunately, our dolphin tour got cancelled again this afternoon and I ended up having to get a refund. But then we walked outside and I realised they do have a 5:30 a.m. tour tomorrow, which would give us enough time just about to go on the tour and catch the train. And they're pretty confident that the tour's going to go ahead tomorrow morning because the weather's looking good. So we're booked onto that. It does mean we're going to have to get up very early and then rush back and get our bags to go to the train station. But if we see dolphins, it'll be worth it. But now we've got the rest of the day free, so we're just heading into Kaikoura town to find some food and explore a bit. But as I said yesterday, everything is a really far distance in Kaikoura. There really isn't much services, so do be prepared to walk a bit. It's good, Kath. These mushrooms are amazing. Good morning. It's 5:15 in the morning. It's still dark, as you can see. The sun hasn't come up. We're on our way to Encounter Kaikoura, who we're doing our dolphin watching tour with this morning. So very much looking forward to it.
Encounter Kaikoura offers the chance to ethically watch and swim with the region's wild dolphins. They hold a gold call mark for sustainable tourism, implementing highly strict rules around how tours are run and the number of participants. A portion of every ticket sale also goes towards the Encounter Foundation, actively supporting local conservation, education and research.
Well, that was the most amazing experience. I really don't have words for it. From leaving the jetty and the sun rising, going along past the mountains, and then seeing the first splash of a dolphin in the distance. And then you get there and there's hundreds of them. We weren't expecting that. We were maybe thinking, oh, we'll see a couple, but a whole pod of hundreds of them all swimming around the boat. They love swimming along with the waves, literally just below you, so you could see them in detail, see their eyes, everything. So the main dolphins here in Kaikoura are dusky dolphins. They're the ones you go to see and swim with. And they're known for being particularly acrobatic with the giant jumps and flips, sometimes going completely over on themselves. And so it's really spectacular to watch. But we're also lucky enough to see common dolphins, which were swimming along in front of the boat with the longer nose, as well as tiny little Hector dolphins. And they're the little white ones, the smallest dolphins in the world, unique to New Zealand. Apparently they only see them on about 5% of their tours, so we were super lucky to see them. Then as well as all of that, we also saw some giant albatross, those huge birds, which are really impressive to see, flying over, as well as a little penguin, blue penguin swimming along, and some seals bobbing up and taking interest in us. So super lucky. We had amazing weather. I mean, I'm kind of glad all our tours got cancelled yesterday because we had such a good morning. It really was one of the best things we've done in New Zealand.
Whilst there isn't much to the town itself, especially after New Zealand's second largest earthquake struck here in 2016, few destinations can boast the abundance of wildlife that call Kaikoura home. Several days are ideally needed to ensure any cancelled tours can be rebooked, but it's well worth it. Whether to swim with dolphins, spot whales, meet seals or feed albatross, the truly special experiences of Kaikoura should place it high on anyone's New Zealand itinerary.